Trust me, is that what's going on? Well, yeah, it's just that I trust them, okay? And if I trust them, I'm asking you to trust them. Yeah, yeah, I see them. They're one's over to the right. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Copy that. All right, I gotta go. All right, take care. Bye bye. Hi, babe. I'm bringing you some ginger, but look, it's not red ginger. It's white. Is that pretty or what? But I'm gonna throw it back in. It'll germinate, but it's because it's covered with little bugs. I also brought you a red berry. Want to see my red berry? See it? No. See it? Ooh, hoo, hoo. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah, isn't that cool? It's like hard as a rock. Can I taste it? Yeah? You want me to? This one's poisonous. Is that why you said that? Yeah, you know I won't do it, right? How you doing? Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank26 Tubies. We got we got some serious work to do today. Look at my little fan. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? Look at watch. Stop. It gets all sad. And then I say start. Ooh. Second speed. Ooh. Third speed. Ooh, it's gonna take off on me. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you. It is the 17th, yeah. Really, guys? The dogs are all excited because they're going to the beach. Yeah, that's amazing. It's good to be with you, family. God bless you all. We are KTFOs.com, which stands for Keep the Faith Always in Our Heavenly Father. Before we do anything, we always go to God and pray. We pray. Please join me. I'd like for you to join me. Rob, Julie, Fiery Preacher, DB, Joy, Forest Mom. Let us pray. Greetings, Heavenly Father, by the blood of Jesus that was sacrificed on the cross for my salvation. Through the Holy Spirit that was left to comfort and protect me, I am with you. It's always good to be with you. You know, I used to spend maybe 1 or 2% of my time with you on a daily basis. That ratio is changing. Yeah, it's changing. Maybe one day that I can be 100% and just studying your word. That would be so wonderful. But for now, Father, you have put me in this position to help, to live, to motivate, to explain this investment that we're in. I call it a wealth transfer, Father. The first one was the one that you did when you told the when you told the Israelites, uh, you can take anything you want from the Egyptians. I took care of their thinking. You know, I changed their minds. You can walk right in, take all the gold, silver, whatever you want. You go ahead and take everything. And they did, didn't they? The second wealth transfer was that caravan of the three wise men. Mary and Joseph took it to the temple for the poor. I want to thank you, Father, for selecting us of this generation right now. We have invested in the Iraqi dinar, yeah, so that we could have financial gain. But in this time, these 18, 19 years or so, boy, have we learned an awful lot about the Middle East. And for that matter, our relationship with money. I always say it's not the love of money, it's about money to teach about your love. I want to thank you for where we're at in our study right now. It is far advanced from what it used to be. And again, all honor and glory to you, because what you're doing is that you're removing evil in the Middle East. You're removing evil in the United States government. I see it every day. I see it for 4 years. I saw evil just multiply and grow like a bacteria. It was unstoppable. They had Satan, they had the media on their side. It was unstoppable. And we knew they were lying to us, but it didn't matter. But I see you every day. I see that which was once evil. I see it being squashed and removed, eradicated by our prayers to you. I'm grateful. Father, yesterday I went to go see a movie. The movie was War, something War, Father, I can't remember. But it was about President Ronald Reagan. When he sat across the table and talked with Gorbachev and convinced him to tear down that wall. The movie was amazing, Father, because I've been saying communism is against God, anti-Christ. This movie, Gorbachev explained why communism does not believe in you, why they don't believe in Jesus Christ. That was a wonderful movie. It is produced, Father, by Angel Studios. Father, let KTFA get involved with Angel Studios. Let KTFA have its own Angel Studio. By the way, Father, it was called The Brink of War. The Brink of War. That was the name of the movie. I thank you. I give you all honor and glory for allowing me to see it. Communism is anti-Christ. And that's why communism has never worked, Father. Because you weren't there. And another sad thing about communism, Father, is that when a country becomes communistic, they never come back. I pray for these countries. There's 5 of communist countries on this planet Earth, God. And the people are being oppressed and they don't want you to worship. They want those people to worship the state. We see it in New York. We see it in California. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk so much, but I'm asking you to please help your children, help your church, the children that are being killed before they can even come out and take a step. The widows, the widowers, the orphans, the people that are scared because they have a disease and they're dying. They're scared. I know that feeling. I want to also thank our teams, all these people that you have brought to us. Thank you, and I thank them. Allow me now to put what they gave us and present it with dignity. And call me, Father. Call me. I don't need to be so dramatic. It is in the name of your Son, Jesus, by the Holy Spirit, that I pray to you, because I want to. Because I need to pray to you. Amen. 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 We're here to study the Iraqi dinar family. Everything I say to you is just in my opinion. Everything I say to you is just in my opinion. How do you like how do you like my orange shirt? How do you like my orange slippers? My point is that my opinion can be wrong, and I apologize if that should ever happen. If that should ever happen. Oh, such arrogance. When that happens. And we're here to study, like I said, the Iraqi dinar, everything's in my opinion. And today is the 17th, 2 days after the 15th. And you know what happened on the 15th? You know what happened on the 11th? What is the title of your UB2B? The title of your U. All right. The title of your UB2B is Codebook of Codebook / wrong colors. So what I intend to do tonight, family, is I'm going to spend some time with you. You remember yesterday, I-Team told me, you think that today was amazing with the information. Wait till tomorrow, today. It's going to be a brain overload. Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot. But here's the catcher of what we're going to share with you tonight. 90%. Yeah. Whoa, bird went right past us, didn't it? 90% of what I'm going to share with you comes from our CBI friends. As you know, these individuals at the CBI, they watch us and they want to help. They want to help you, KTFA. They want to help the internet. In all the time that we've been together, you've noticed a few times where my friends in Iraq at the CBI, in the market, they got perturbed, didn't they? Because some individual, which we don't need to mention who, but some individual was saying this and this and this and this. But it was, and my friends at the CBI said, "Can you put that to an? Can you get them to stop that?" I go, "What? No, that's not me." Yeah, but we're telling you here, everybody here. Do you catch our drift, Frank? Yeah, I do. We're asking for your help. Can you clean up the internet? What's in it for me? No, I didn't say that. But they did say, if you can help us to clean up the internet with all of these rumors that are out there, it's ridiculous. Well, give me an example. Well, a lot of people are saying that the moment that the government is seated, that we'll have the new exchange rate. We disagree with that, Frank. Okay. Why? It's a process. The government is already formed, established. It's coming out, but the monetary reform is a process that the government is involved with. Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. And it's the CBI who has the authority to make the official announcement. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But the government came out yesterday and said what they said. Yeah, and and in all honesty, they shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I thought so too. Your program, Frank, you told everybody that loose lips sink ships. Is that how you say it in America? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why we're asking for your help. We don't believe that a lot of the stuff that's on the internet is valid. And remember when we went through that and we mentioned a few gurus, and I left it at that. And we corrected a lot of the things that they were saying on the internet. And that's what's happening now. Your UB2B is entitled Codebook. Now that's my words. Those are my words, okay? I chose those words. Because tonight, what we're going to share with you is literally a code book. And I invite you, take your cameras out. Take your cameras out. You feel free to take a picture at any time that you want. because you're going to get a code book of the monetary reform process. Because the government, I believe, will be seated next week. I really do. Honest, sincerely, I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. So because of that, the speed of the monetary reform, which you have witnessed, has increased, hasn't it? So much information, I can't keep up with it. Family, I am lighter in weight than I was when I first got here. Isn't that right, baby?
Yep.
I am lighter in weight than when I first got here. I don't have the time to eat. My day is dedicated to you, to this UB2B. Oh, my time will come. My time will come. And when it comes, like Rip Van Winkle, I will sleep for 10 years or more. I'll take a sleeping pill that'll last for 2 or 3 days.
I'll get out of the sun.
Am I in the sun? It's okay. It's traveling in that direction, so I'll be fine. So your UB2B, the first part is called a code book, and that's what I intend to give you. My friends at the CBI today, they said, "Can you help us again?" Yeah, what? Look, Frank, we're, we're very close, okay? Yeah, I know you're very close. You're actually there. Yeah, and it's causing a lot of problems on the internet. When doesn't it? People express their opinions. What if we gave you a breakdown? What if we drew it all out for you? What? The monetary reform process that it's in right now. I know what it's in right now. It's going to lift the 3 zeros. Okay. And what's it going to do? Give the citizens purchasing power? Away, Frank. Huh? What are you talking about? That's what we'd like to share with you. It's going to go up in value, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Why are you confusing me? We're not. We're trying to unconfuse you. Will you share with your listening audience, with your 80,000 members, what we're about to give to you? All right, let me see it. And as they send it to me, I'm like, oh, oh, really? Thank you. That makes sense. And that's what we're doing? Uh-huh. Well then, this is so that you can go out there and then it'll go up in value and outside your, this is, so it's down to 2 things? Uh-huh. This is massive. Yeah, we want you to read it all. No. What's in it for me? Cookies? Oh. Well, now that's serious, okay? I'll read it all. Thank you, Mr. Frank. We appreciate that. No, I appreciate you. Why are you doing this? Because there's a lot of missing information on the internet. You know, some people, it's just purely innocent. It's just a mistake. It's just their opinion that's wrong. But some people, Frank, are chronic liars. And then there are people that just invent things and we don't even understand what they're saying. Well, I think I understand what you're saying here. It's super long. Well, please do share it. I will, I promise. I'd like to share something with you guys. Oh, yeah, what? They're going to release pictures of lower notes. Yeah, we got them. You got them? No. You talking about these? Under the mangrove tree. Do, 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 do. You talking about these? Yeah, we saw them, Frank. Can you tell me about them? Oh yeah. Good. If you tell me something, I'll tell you something because I asked you what's in it for me. We'll help each other, okay? I'll read your report. Go see where this came from. Well, Frank, they're not the new lower notes. I know that. I know they're not the new lower notes. Allow me to share something with you guys. The lower notes are not as brightly painted as these are. These are pretty. Dang man, there's some pretty stuff right there. But these samples and specimens are not the ones, okay? The ones that the lower notes that they're about to hand you guys out, that UCBI are going to hand out, they're more faded in the colors. How'd you know that, Frank? I guessed. Yeah, okay. Would you share our report right now? We have been having some amazing UV2s, haven't we, family? Oh, now I am in the sun directly, honey. Let's do that. Do you mind? Can you give me a second? Just move. Knucklehead. So while we get organized here, here's your report from today. I can't get that song out of my head. Ah. The one he sang to us last night. Yeah. Come forward more. Under the mango tree, sitting by the window. Do 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 do. Whoa 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 whoa. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So this is your report, family. And as we go through it, you're going to see a lot of things that are a gift to you from my CBI friends and from Omar, Eddie, and Sammy. I-Team, but not Walking Stick. Walking Stick already helped us yesterday with Aki. And Aki looked at them and he said, well, so here we go. Watch. I think they can see that, can't they, right there, babe? I mean, you don't have to zoom in. You don't have to zoom in. But they're going to see the amount, the power of what is they're about to receive. The little bugs, be careful. For them, right? This is the longest report in our history. Yeah. You see, that's for real, right? Yeah, those are for real right there. But no, we can't show those. Do you think I slept last night? Have we eaten today?
No.
No. We're only at 9 o'clock in the morning. Hi, guys. Oh, oh, there's the code book. You believe how long this is? And I promised them it was all for you. Hi, guys. Welcome. Hi. Hi. What the heck? Good to see all of you. Come, come, come. Continuing. Yeah. Oh my God. Hi, guys. Look at you. Look at the across the street. Across the street. Look at across the street. Hi, guys. Hi. It's good to see you guys. Come, 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 come. I love you too. Oh, be careful. Don't be fighting. There you go. You hungry? Hold on, family. If they come, that I gotta feed them. Here, here. I got rice for you. Here, guys. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now you got something to eat. Thank you for remembering us. I love you too. Yeah, my name is Frank. That's my wife Jan. Yeah. Any of you have the Holy Spirit with you? Huh? No, don't push, don't fight, don't fight. Oh, okay, okay, okay. It's okay. It's all right. Come on, good boy, good boy. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. There you go. Oh, you, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, you're pretty. Yeah, you look like me, like a Mexican there. Yeah, I have brown. Can you get that? Come on, get it, get it. Come on, come on. There you go. Good boy. Get off of her. What's the matter with you? Good boy. Hey, you guys, I got to get to work, okay? I love you. I'll see you soon, okay? As soon as I think you whistled, didn't you? Yeah, you whistled. They were all over there. Did you see them when they were coming? I mean, it was like woo, woo, waves and waves of white. Oh, oh, look who's here! Look who's here! Hi, guys. No, 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 no. These show who's back there. Look at all the dark. Those are the oh, I forget their names. They're like our crows back home. So all the black guys, just they're pushed over there. Look who's coming! Look who's coming! Hey, hey! What's up? Hey, hey! What up? How you doing today, huh? Hi, guys. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. Go on. Go on. Good boy. Hey, hey! Scared them. Whew! Family, we're not even done yet. We're going back. Isn't that amazing? Code book. Code. Code book. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Code book. Code book. They can fly. They run up the trees. Look at this. This is insanity. Look at that. Oh, we're at midnight. But we're not done. No, really. Look at midnight. 11:50 midnight. This is the longest in the history of our relationship, of our study. Code books. There's no end, is there? Boy. So what if I go back? Look, that's where I left off right here, right there. You see that? I'm going back more because it was all night. Watch. See? Look at that. Look at all those numbers. See? All right, we'll start there. Well, family, do you really want this? It's so much. You really want me to sit here and read this all to you? Yesterday, they talked to the Iraqi citizens and explained to them that, look, we're lifting the three zeros from what? The 1310. We're also lifting it from the point 0076, 00076. Remember, we went through all of that yesterday? The two options, the explanation that the CBI was given to the citizens? Yeah, well, they broke it down even further. Good. And they told them what I told you at the end, that this whole process will lead to at least 76 cents. To at least 76 cents. Or if we go with the 1307, dear God, it just won't stop. It breaks my train of thought. You can't help. All right. Then it could also come out at $1.31. All right. So yeah, it's a very important distinction. If Iraq removes three zeros from the currency unit, then the number of the dinar needed to equal a dollar also drops by three zeros. These are the steps that we're following right now. And I gave all of this to you yesterday. These were the examples from yesterday. Continuing, watch. So, in a mathematical sense, to answer your question, Frank, yes. The three zeros come off the exchange rate and off of the numbers too. In other words, the digital point 000 also from the 1310. And they told us about the fact that once they remove the three zeros, everything will be adjusted accordingly to that rate. Our salaries, our bonuses, our financial obligations, our debts, prices of products in the markets. They're talking on the television, Frank, right now about removing the zeros from the Iraqi dinar. They say it is a long awaited economic reform or a risk of inflation. Whoa. You see, every day I told you about the whale song, remember? The whale song, we talked about it yesterday. And what does a whale do with its calves? So today is another day, right? And this is added on to the whales, the monetary reform whale song, more information. I said to them, Brother Omar, I am so excited about everything that you're sending me. It seems like every hour on the hour they're updating you guys. Very, very good. Yes, they are, Frank. Yes, they are, because we told you this is the phase that we're into right now. We should take a picture of this. They're just so peaceful, aren't they? Look at that family. They're just so at peace. Hi, guys. You happy? You like being with us here, don't you? You just like coming and sitting with us. I wish I had more. I'm sorry. Huh? You got something in the car? What you got, babe? Bread? Crackers? You can go get them if you want to feed them. The camera's fine. If it falls over, it doesn't matter. They don't want to hear what I have to say. You know what? This is good because now I can just hold it up like this. Yeah, Frank. Yeah, they talked to us yesterday about the idea of, the two, the decimal dinar and the one with the 1310. And it boils down to that either way, it's either 76 cents or it could be $1.30, $1.31, they told us. So now these questions are being asked about the American dollar to our 76 cents that we would end up with. And the question that I went and I asked my friends at the CBI is that I'm sorry. And so I went to my CBI friend and I asked all of these questions, some of yours too. These are simply personal questions. I asked the CBI friends that wasn't on TV. So that was from a different point of view from our conversation. Basically, they're telling us Iraq is to drop the zeros from its currency as the dinar redenomination returns. So we asked this of them. We are returning back to the days when we had lower notes? Yes. Iraqi Communication Minister Mustafa Sadi says that Iraq has decided to remove the zeros. Mustafa Sadid said Iraq has decided to remove the zeros from the dinar and reprint the currency. But the central bank remains the country's monetary authority, and they have not announced this publicly, nor have they confirmed a timetable. We know this is real. We know it's coming from the right authorities, from X's government. But we are now looking for the CBI to give us the timetable. Remember yesterday we said, so all of this is great. You're having fun doing that, aren't you? You're having fun. Tink is doing that on purpose. Here, drop somebody and see what happens. Okay, guys. Okay, come on, come on. If they crap on me, I'm gonna be. Whoa! That was beautiful. He just hovered like a hummingbird for a minute. Hi, guys. Hi. Hi. Oh, you're beautiful. Hi. Oh, look at you. Look at that. He's picking at my finger. Oh, there you go, buddy. There you go. Um, Throw it over there, sweetheart. We really don't want them flapping their wings around us. Get out of there. That's my food. That's my food. What's the matter with you? Knucklehead. That's my spam musubishi. That's my spam hot dog. Huh. I guess I could smell something on it. That's amazing. That packet, that wrapper's from yesterday, and you can still smell it.
They want me to put one on top of the head. Okay.
Keep it up. Keep it up. You're so beautiful. Look, there's about 200 of them all around us with the big rooster. Hey, hey. So Frank, yeah, we know this is real. We went and we double checked that at the CBI. Yeah. And we know where the lower denoms are now. Yeah. The country's monetary authority, unfortunately, the CBI has not given us a timetable. Yeah. So the television is telling us that removing the zeros is commonly referred to as a redenomination. Well, of course, if you move the zeros over, well, now the currency has value. You got to change the denomination, the currency that you hold in your hand. That's what happens all the time. I always use our country. I went to Las Vegas one time and I saw $1 million American bill in a glass case. And I said, is that real? Oh, yeah, there's $1 million bill, there's a $500,000, there's a 10,000, there's a 5,000, there's a 1,000. I've never seen them. Yeah, that's why we put this here on display, just to mess with people's minds. Wow, the power of money. Maybe they'll gamble a little bit more. It's for real? Yeah. And as I got older, I realized that the United States of America has 3-0 notes. Ha! And they're legal and tender. Ha! But nobody uses them. Uh-huh. Because why? Because the exchange rate of the American dollar is powerful. Everybody bases their currency off of ours. We're the most powerful currency on the planet Earth. So therefore, because of that, we don't need no stinking badges. Or we don't need no stinking zeros currency, do we? Oh. Do you need zeros currency when you raise the value of your currency, Iraq? No. What you need? Lower notes. Like what? A 1, a 5, a 10, a 20. Yeah. And that's what you're doing. Good. So the television is educating us exactly like Walking Stick told us that they were going to do. And they're using specimens and samples, and they're constantly. Today, they did that. The television says that removing the zeros, commonly referred to as a redenomination, change the currency, would change the numerical denominations of the Iraqi banknotes. Iraq's banknotes, without necessarily changing the currency's real purchasing power. Now that's misleading. Of course, it changes the purchasing power. Stupid. Let me give you an example. If you want to buy a pen, and right now it costs 10,000 Iraqi dinars, but when the value goes up, what's it going to cost? Oh, just 1 dinar. Okay. Now, what is the value of that pen? 1 dinar against what? The dollar? What was it before? Against 0.000, against something that had no value. Yeah. So they are doing this change, the necessity of changing the currency, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get purchasing power. Yes, you are in relationship, in the ratio. You just can't say that went up. What? This didn't go down? For example, they give you an example. Under a hypothetical 3-0 adjustment, a 1,000 old dinar could become one new dinar with prices and wages and bank balances and contracts and other financial values being adjusted proportionally. It's not a freaking lop. The policy would therefore be fundamentally different from a devaluation or a revaluation of the dinar. Got it? Yeah, I do got it. Thank you. Now, Frank, the television is doing its very best to help us at the CBI. The television is critical distinctions. I mean, they are being very, very precise. They're being very critical. Why? Because we want to get this education to the Iraqi citizens. Do you see Maliki? Do you see the framework? Do you see anybody saying, no, this is not going to happen anymore? They're all jumping on the bandwagon, aren't they? Yes, they are. You should notice that. Yes, we did. No, I'm talking to my KTFA family. So the television says that it's very critical. It is a distinction that it is very distinctive. That is what is very distinctive is that removing the zeros would not automatically make the dinar more valuable, but it would adjust accordingly everything in our country, which makes it more valuable because it's against the dollar. Is not the dollar more valuable than your stinking dinar? Yeah. Case closed. If the conversion were purely promotional, it's not. An item costing 50,000 old dinars could simply be priced at 50 new dinars after the 3 zeros were removed. Yeah. Salaries and bank deposits would undergo the same mathematical adjustment. Bingo, there you go again. That's the second time you say it. That's right. That's right. When you introduce the lower notes, you have to adjust the exchange rate. If you're going to adjust the exchange rate, you have to introduce the lower notes hand in hand. So the salary and the bank deposits would undergo the same mathematical adjustment. I love that statement. The monetary reform, would therefore simplify the currency rather than instantly increasing Iraq's purchasing power. Okay, I can agree to that, but it's complicated for the common person to understand that. They think 3 zeros goes up, they got purchasing power. You do, but all they care about is not your purchasing power. All they care about is what is it worth now? It's now worth $1. Well, then I got $1 million if I got $1 million outside of your country. Yeah, that's true. But inside of Iraq, no, it was adjusted. If they had not adjusted the prices, the goods, the banking accounts, and debts, and all that, then yeah, well, that'd be a different story. Mm. So the reform would therefore simplify the currency rather than instantly increase Iraq's purchasing power. Correct, it's a process, but the purchasing power will increase, Frank, outside of Iraq. And that's where I'm at. That's right. Continuing. Al Jadid newspaper is also trying to help Frank. They just put this out. Removing zeros is an administrative and an organizational measure. It is not an economic reform, and it does not automatically lead to increasing the value of the Iraqi dinar against the dollar. Yes, it does when it leaves your border. Continuing. So, we don't want to get you confused. We don't want the internet to be confused. The part about the 0.76 was our discussion only when we went and talked to our friends at the CBI. That information we gave you about the 76 cents was not on the television. I was asking my friends at the CBI, what does this mean for exchange rates? And they told us that it was saying that that it was saying as what we thought, that it was not the television was not saying that directly. The other stuff we're spending, we're putting TV back because they're telling us it doesn't just drop. The zeros are just more of a mathematical thing. I think this is the important part right here. The zero dropping is simply a mathematical process in order to add value to the currency of Iraq. The zeros are not, the zeros are just more like a mathematical thing, not adding any value uh, just yet. Please don't think that we were saying that the TV was talking about 0.76. It is not yet. We don't want any confusion because that was the conversation between me, Omar, and my CBI friends. No problem. I agree with it. Now, Frank, the television is saying that the government silence. You mean the government protecting the lower denominations and protecting the monetary reform from the cockroaches? Frank, the television government silence regarding, quote, currency change, unquote, is confusing the Iraqi dinar market. Ma- Eddie, are you confused? No. Who says you're confused, Eddie? Oh, no. Continuing. So, Mr. Frank, we don't want anyone getting confused. They're telling us on the television that they're saying that it's just a move to make things more easier for us inside of Iraq, with us dealing with daily operations. It will not add value to us, to our purchasing power, because things will be adjusted here. So please, we shouldn't have even said that part about 76 cents. And we're afraid that, you know, you're going to get confused. We didn't say that was from us talking to the CBI friends. They didn't have that on TV. We're just speculating. Bless his heart. He told me something important. Now he's trying to protect it. We're just speculating. But they are telling us that they are doing this, that they are lifting the three zeros. And then there's more, but it's okay. Um, It won't change the value inside. We know that. See, the internet needs to know that. They know that. We're going to adjust proportionally with the new rate, with the prices that we have inside of our country. We know that. Mr. Frank, inside, it's going to make daily operations much easier. It's going to make daily operations much easier. We know that. What's it going to do outside? Frank, television. Yeah, I know. Every hour on the, every 20 minutes now. Television. Haytham Ali Al Miyahi. Haytham Al Miyahi says on television to the Iraqi citizens, I believe that a currency was printed equivalent to one third of of the budget without zeros. Take a picture. It'll last longer. Do you understand? One third. You believe that the currency was printed equivalent to one third of the budget without the zeros? Mm-hmm. So you have a new rate without zeros. Mm-hmm. Well, well, that's a fantastic statement. I know, right? Yeah. So this is from now. Omar went back to the CBI, and this is the part where they asking you for help, Frank. All right, go on. What's up? Give me a number, Tank.
28.
Really? Yesterday we had 38, almost 4,000 people. You're very kind.
Had to get.
Fine already, even. You, look at him, he's looking at me
We're
like,
already awake.
but we're awake. Thank you. He's like, are you challenging me? Really? Really? Look at Jenny staring right at me. Do it again. Do it again. Okay. So I tell Omar, that's a fantastic statement. I know I know who that guy is, okay? And he's telling you that the budget was adjusted with a new rate of one third. Yeah, I agree. Family, did you know that? Keep it up. Do it one more time. Family, did you know what I just read you already? I believe that a currency was printed equivalent to one third of the budget without the zeros. Is that is that out on the internet? He knows I'm gonna. Huh? No, he's joking, man.
Now you're talking under his breath.
He's talking under his breath, and I, you're challenging me, aren't you? Here. Ah, there you go. Now he's gone. He turned around. He's looking at me. I can't throw all the way out there, but I can still hear him. That is a powerful state. That is a powerful statement, isn't it? Did you see this anywhere on the internet? What they say, Tank?
Talking about the chicken now. Somebody wants to know, did you see the lower notes were delivered 10 days ago? Did you watch the video yet?
Never mind. I don't want to know a single thing they're saying. Uh, I believe that I already said that, and I said that is a fantastic and powerful statement. God, I hope you caught that. Frank, this is Omar and the CBI friend. The Arabic translation is accurate. The papers that you sent us, we've approved. It appears to be talking about currency that has already been printed in a denomination structure with the zeros removed. And they're saying the amount printed is equivalent to roughly 1/3 of the budget. Now, what am I talking about? What everybody's talking about on the internet that they don't understand. Oh, look, pictures of the lower denominations. No. But you're welcome to this. Yesterday, I told you, I said to you, today you will learn about the colored dinars. No, colored currency.
Colored paper.
Colored paper. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Whatever. The toilet paper. Did I not say that? Yeah. So that's what you're seeing today. And they're saying that the amount that is printed is equivalent to roughly 1/3 of the budget. It doesn't take a mathematician to figure out what we're saying. Now, Frank, that is different. That what we're saying there, what we're saying there about that 1/3, that is a completely different angle, a completely different saying, and that's why the internet is messed up. That is different from saying that Iraq has already officially redenominated the dinar. No, we would have seen the lower notes. Oh, we got them. Look, the internet's got them. No, they don't. Holy cow.
Okay, you want to move again?
I'm fine here. I'm fine here. You got a problem. He just won't stop.
He wants to be an influencer.
He wants to be an influencer. No, he's challenging me is what he is. That's what he's doing. He sees you. He sees. That is a completely different thing from saying that Iraq has already officially redenominated the currency. You see, Frank, the important distinction is, and that's what we've learned because of all the information that they're giving us. The important distinction is, I'm going to hold this up so you can take pictures, but let me read it first. Deleting 3 zeros from our currency equals a redenomination. Let us see them. For example, the 25 dinar old note could become a 25 new dinar note. Now, that does not automatically mean that the dinar exchange rate became 1,000 times stronger against the dollar. The central bank would have to establish the new units. Are you listening? The central bank would have had to establish the new unit's official exchange rate relationship and convert the prices and wages and contracts and bank balances, etc., in a proportionally executed redenomination. The purchasing power is supposed to remain equivalent. It's primarily changing the numerical denomination. By lifting the 3 zeros, you got no choice. You got to bring out the lower notes. That's what the phase of the monetary reform is right now. It's not that they lift the 3 zeros and oh, we're all rich. No, it is just the next process, the next step. Did I here? I'll let you see this. Oh, if you want to. So here's the first part. And if I'm going too fast, don't bother worrying about it because when the UB2B is over with, you go back and you just hit pause and you take a picture if this is material that you want. And if you're a true student, yeah, you would want this. You see the newbies that are coming by the, a lot, okay? And they're asking kindergarten questions. I answer them all, most of them. If you want to help me answer them, help your brothers and sisters that are asking the simple question, what happens when they lift the three zeros? These are people that have no idea of what's going on with this investment family. You know what? Let's do it again. But okay, so I stopped there. Now, the next thing I'm going to read to you, Frank, the phase, a currency was printed without zero. That is the part I'd want to verify against the original Arabic video, the interview, all the material that your teams have sent to us. So, hold on. Block it, that part there. The phase, a currency was printed without zero. They said that to us. But that part is important, that the currency was printed without zero. That is the part that we are verifying from the original Arabic video and interview. If we can, if we can't, it just puts us closer. Thank you. I'm going to move. If we can, it just puts us closer. If he really said, when we do the translation for you, Frank, if he really said that a quantity of listen, if he really had said that a quantity of new zero less currency had already been printed, well, that's potentially significant because it would suggest the preparation for a redenomination is farther along than we had anticipated, than farther along than simply being a theoretical project. Yeah, yeah. So this is that. So we're looking for that, huh? Yeah. Okay. I bet you we're going to see it very soon. It's still. Okay, we're looking for it, right? Okay, Frank, we're going to see it soon. Fine, okay. But it still would not by itself establish a new exchange rate. It still would not say we have a new rate has been set when you lift the three zeros. You're confusing yourself. You're confusing me. But keep talking, and then, and this connects directly to what we're asking you, for that matter, what you were asking us earlier. Deleting the zeros from the notes and changing the dinar international values are two separate operations, and there it is. So you guys are worried that the Iraqi dinar is going to go up in value, and the prices in your country are going to adjust to that value. Okay. And you don't want people to think that, oh my goodness, everybody's rich now. Is that right? Yeah, no. It's a process, Frank. Just because they say they lifted the three zeros, where are the lower notes? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Yes. We have the CBI. We should see them by now. You don't have them at the CBI, in my opinion. Well, okay. So that's the whole point. Deleting the zeros from the notes and changing the dinar's international value are two separate things. There it is. So inside of your country, you get your 1-to-1. You don't want to say it's purchasing power? Fine. Because prices have been adjusted, you don't consider it purchasing power. 1-to-1, equal, fine and dandy. But you know darn well that all of a sudden, are you carrying a whole bucket full of currency? No, I don't need to anymore. Isn't that more simple lifestyle for you? Yeah, I suppose it is. And your value of your currency is going to go up. No, Frank, it's just 1-to-1 with the American dollar and everything has been adjusted. What did you just say to me? What did you just say to me? Read it again, Frank. Deleting the zeros from the notes and changing the dinar's international value are two separate operations. Stop. What? changing the dinar's international value are two separate things. The first one you did internally, the second one is mine. Yeah, we just don't want the internet to get confused. They're not confused. Maybe they are. Family, they are about to lift the three zeros of the Iraqi dinar, digitally or from that 1310. And when they do, it's going to give value, purchasing power to the currency of Iraq, but they're not going to get rich because it's going to be adjusted. Yeah, okay, you got more value because you're next to the dollar, but but the products, they don't cost that much. You don't have to pay that much anymore. They're both, parallel. They're both growing exponentially. They're both the same. They're both equal. Mirror images. Okay. Oh, I didn't get rich. No, you didn't get rich, but you have the American dollar now. Plus, you don't have to carry a whole lot of currency anymore. Your life is simpler. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Now, give it to me. What do you mean? Let me have it. Let Forex have it. You raised the value, didn't you? Yeah. That should be enough for Forex to take it. We hope. Oh yeah, they will. And when that happens, yeah, the dinar is going to start growing internationally. Let me see here. Deleting the zero from the notes and changing the dinar's international value are two separate operations. That's what I've been teaching forever. Continuing. You know what? Let them see it, honey. It'll make it'll make my life so much easier. Tell me when.
Tilt it forward a little bit.
Forward,
Yeah.
like that. Then I can't read it.
There's just a little glare on the top. This one.
They can happen. They're two separate occasions, okay? Outside and inside of our country. They can happen as part of the same monetary reform. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for the love of God. You know what happened, family. Somebody sent me a text. Every time you try to impress me by giving me things that just let me lecture, please. Oh my God, it's so much. This is making my stomach upset. God almighty. I don't know where I left off, family. I'm sorry. If somebody can post and give me the last sentence. Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Well, no, this is where I said that one third of the budget be, and I told you you can figure out the math behind that. Here, what I was telling you, I think purchasing power. Let's just pick up right here. The phrase "a currency was printed without zero." That's part of what I want to verify against that original Arabic interview that you sent to us. If he really said that a quantity of new zero less currency has already been printed, that potentially signifies that it would suggest a preparation for a redenomination is further along than simply being theoretical. I still will never. Okay, yeah, I read all of this. The TV Minister of Electricity decides to link the fingerprint system to the salary automatically and reveals the existence of fictitious names. Yeah. No, 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 Mr. Frank. They're not telling us that we're going to have any value like that. Please, don't think that we say that on TV. They're saying it be no nominal value change. Fine. It is just going to be mathematically easier for daily operations. The other conversions was purely what we were asking, hypothetical questions and so forth and so forth. I know what your television is saying, and I respect you once again. I just tell you to wait. We just don't want to get caught up. I know. Trust me, I protect my teams viciously. I protect my family in the same way. Nobody is ever going to hurt you guys. They don't want lies to be put on the internet. I got you covered. Television news, Arab newspaper, placing the dinar requires printing more notes. Okay, Frank. So the television news is the newspaper. Replacing the dinar requires printing new notes and updating banking and accounting systems and electronic payment systems. All of this you've got. The only thing you don't have is the new notes. The new notes. And that's why you were trying to give me the distinction between inside and outside of your country. So, what did they tell you then? Well, they said on the television news about the Ascara. That's wonderful. What they say? They said that the digital custom system starts on October the 1st. 50% of the revenue of Baghdad. Unofficial crossings to be closed, and the new transfer tax rules begin in September. Now, the television is also updating this. You can find it on Iraq News as well. The Minister of Communications, the guy that talked to us yesterday, Mustafa, he stated in a television broadcast that the government's decision to redenominate the Iraqi dinar, I mean, look at this, the government's decision to redenominate, if they do all of this, family, then outside, you're going to see an increase in the value for you as an investor. They stated on television broadcasts that the government decision to redenominate the Iraqi dinar and to delete the three zeros from the national currency is officially finalized. And you cannot, you investor, you cannot profit from this until this is done internally inside of Iraq. And that's the beauty of what we're seeing today. Mustafa asserted that replacing the central bank notes will force the hoarded cash, the mattresses and ours, back into the formal banking channels while eliminating an estimated 8 trillion dinars, 1.6 billion, in unexchanged currency tied to illicit gains. That's what you want, Trump. That's why you're doing this, right? That's right, Frank. Play fair with my currency. Tied to illicit gains, corruptions, and lost funds. However, the minister's pronouncements have triggered backlash from the economic monitors over the fiscal managing and the central bank authority. You know what? Tell them to pick a finger. Nobody cares what anybody says, okay? No. You just go right ahead, Z. You go right ahead and lift the three zeros. Go and introduce the lower notes so that I, outside of your borders, can then start to profit. This from my friends at the CBI, not from the television, Frank. If the CBI now comes out and confirms the decision that gives the conversion and gives, you see, I know it. I understand. I understand what you're saying, and it's very simple. Then I guess it can get complicated on the internet. But you're about to lift the three zeros. And that's going to give you purchasing power internally. And if you do that, okay, then if the CPI now comes out and confirms the decision, well, then that gives the conversion ratio, announces, and if they give the conversion ratio and they announce the new denominations, new rate, new notes, and establishes an exchange dual circulation period, which the banks have now. Well, that would be a much stronger confirmation that this has moved from a political announcement into an actual monetary operation. And more importantly, I would not interpret today's announcement as proof of an overnight RV of the dinar. I know that, guys. I know that. The internet knows that. It's a process. We've already shoved it down their throats. That's a separate operation from the redenomination. And we know that. Get the redenomination done. Lift the three zeros and then give it to us outside. We'll take it from there. So my CBI friends in Iraq are telling me, Frank, the redenominates by deleting the three zeros, and the number of dinars in the exchange rate would also lose three zeros. Yeah, like for example, suppose the current rate were approximately $1 would equal that. Well, that's what it is now. All right. Well, then after we do the lifting of the three zeros, then it would be one. Or excuse me, we could adjust. I could adjust. We're looking. What if we did it 1,000 to one? Well then we could adjust. Then one would become 1.3, and that would be $1.30, $1.31. So yeah, outside. Oh yeah, all of this. So yes, the three zeros come off the exchange rate quote as well. Yes, they do. But but here's the critical distinction. Okay, we know, but go ahead. What is it? That doesn't by itself make the dinar more valuable. Oh, you stop! Will you stop it? I know you're talking about inside. I am not. If you own a 25 dinar note and Iraq redenominates the 1,000 to 1, you would receive 25 new dinars. At the same time, the exchange rate would change from roughly $1 to 1,307 old IQDs to approximately $1 would equal $1.31 of the new IQD. That's right. So you're telling me about inside, okay, and now you're telling me about outside, okay. So your purchasing power in dollar is essentially unchanged for you. that's that's quite a change for me because what is it right now? One dinar is what? What? Not even a penny. I don't mind if my dinar is $1.31. Now, Frank, he says this: where your thinking becomes important. Really, my thinking is important. Okay, what I tell you guys? What I say? If Iraq deletes the zeros and separately changes the underlying exchange value to dinar, well, that's a different event. That's a revaluation. You guys are funny, but you're telling me the truth. My goodness gracious, this is a roadmap. This is literally a stepping stone, every little inch, every little thing you need to know, the things that we're looking for. This is a masterpiece, guys. Thank you, CBI friends of mine. So, Mr. Frank, when we delete the zeros, the 25,000 becomes a 25 note, and the exchange rate of 1307 becomes 1.31. The revaluation, well, the 1.31 could then become something stronger outside of the borders, such as a one new IQD. Just hypothetically. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's why I would not dismiss the exchange rate part of what you're saying, in your report to us. You're correct. You're correct, Frank, that the zeros would come off the quoted rate too. The question is whether Iraq does only the redenomination. Oh, really? That's not a question. That's not what they're doing. But okay, I'll play along with you. So the question is whether Iraq does only the redenomination or redenomination plus a genuine increase in the dinar's external. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Oh, I'm hurting my back, Tank. I'm afraid I'm gonna stop. Oh. So yeah, that's what you're saying. And so you.
Behind you?
Huh?
You want me to come behind you so I can just shoot down?
Oh, you're a sweetheart. Come, babe. Wait. Just make sure we don't get them. That's all. Thank you. I can't turn to the right and to the left too long, family, because that's where the major of my operations occurred. And I go into cramps, and then I get pain. So my wife is going to look over my shoulder so that all of you can continue to read along with me. So, are we understanding what's going on? The CBI is trying to make it clear to me. What, honey? Like this? The CBI is trying to make it clear to me that, yes, we're lifting the three zeros, Frank. and we're going to adjust our prices inside of our country. So there's no purchasing power for us. Yes, there is. It's at least 76 cents. Well, but the only place is it'll be external. That's right. Outside, it'll probably start at 131, more than likely, and I hope that it reaches a real effective exchange rate of about 425, in my opinion. Now, I'm not going to stick around and watch that happen. That may take months. That may take years. I'm not going to stick around. Whatever it is that comes out, if it comes out at 131, my butt's at the bank. Because the question is whether Iraq does only the redenomination. No, it's not a question because you know they're not doing just the redenomination. Or are they doing the redenomination plus a genuine increase in the dinar's what? What? External value. Of course. That's what you're worried about? Man, give it to me. Give it to Forex. We'll take it from there. And what that is going to do is cause financial friction. Your currency will gain, but I don't want to get into that. It'll gain on its own, but we're also going to piggyback it, and eventually, hopefully, God willingly, it'll become an RI again. This RV will take you to the RI, which is a reinstatement of $3.22, and then after the RI, you go into an RV again, which will take you to $4.25 for the rear. And it's all because plus, you know they're redenominating. They told you. You know they're lifting the three zeros. They told you. And plus a genuine increase in the dinar's external value. Give it to me. Give it to Forex. We got it. So he says this too, the friends at the CBI. If Iraq is going to go through the enormous logistical exercise of replacing the currency with withdrawing, if Iraq is going to go through the enormous logistical exercise of replacing the currency, withdrawing the old notes, introducing the new denominations, and forcing large amounts of cash back through the banking system, well, you can certainly see why someone would ask this question. Why not reset the exchange value at the same time? Because there are two events, Frank, and that's where the confusion is occurring. We have ours internally, and there will be one externally. Why not reset the exchange rate at the same time? Because there are two events. You're going to get yours, Frank, but we have to establish ours first. And that's where the people on the internet are getting confused. Oh, they lived up to three zeros. I am rich. No, you're not. Not yet. And there is a scenario where the two could happen together. Oh, well, if that would happen, then I'm rich. But they are two separate decisions. But both decisions, gentlemen, are occurring at the same time. I called it synchronized swimming. Think of it as two switches. Switch one. Thank you for using my word, gentlemen. Switch one. A redenomination. Well, that would be a 25 old dinar note becomes a 25 new note. A 10,000 is a 10, a 1,000 is a 1. The exchange rate numbers also lose three zeros proportionately. But what about switch number two? Redenomination. But switch number two, revaluation along with the redenomination. Iraq then establishes a stronger purchasing value for the new dinar. There it is. It could theoretically flip both switches. Yes, it's synchronization. It could theoretically flip both switches during the same monetary transition. And there are two reasons Iraq might want a stronger currency. It has enormous oil revenues, substantial foreign reserves, and major infrastructure and development spending needs. A stronger currency could make imports and foreign domestic and make foreign denominated equipment projects cheaper in dinar terms. Yeah, everything is going to be cheaper. But there's an important catch. Yeah, I know what you do inside and then what we do outside. A higher exchange rate doesn't magically give Iraq more money to spend. Suppose Iraq has 10 trillion dinars and suddenly doubles the dinar external value. That's me. That's my job. Uh-huh. The government hasn't magically created twice as many real resources. its oil revenue, production capacity, labor infrastructure, etc. It hasn't doubled. In fact, if Iraq currency becomes sustainably stronger, oil revenues converted from dollars into dinars would produce fewer dinars. Yeah, because you don't need as many. That's why governments don't normally revalue a currency simply because they have large projects finances. What would make sense is a carefully managed combination. Fine, CBI gentlemen. How? Well, we gave you flip switch one and the flipping of switch two, Frank. But here it is summarized. We need a redenomination. We need a monetary cleanup. That's you guys do it. And then we want a banking reform. That's you guys do it. We want a stronger economic fundamentals. That's what is going to happen. And a gradual appreciation of the dinars. That's me. That's me. That's me. You do this, I do that. All righty. The latest report says that the communication minister, Mustafa Sanid, is claiming that the 3-0 decision is finalized. But the CBI has not publicly confirmed an implementation timetable. You think they're going to tell you when? Come on, man. They told you it's coming. They're not going to tell you when it's coming. That's stupid. If the CBI itself comes forward and says, we are removing 3 zeros and we are establishing a new exchange rate regime, well, then we'd be talking about something considerably more significant than a simple redenomination. But right now, we have evidence of the first piece. I know. But we don't have confirmation of the second piece. You're talking about the 3%. Yes, you do. So, your idea, Frank, isn't wrong at all. The question is whether Iraq uses the currency transition as the moment to introduce a separate revaluation. That's me. That's Forex. That's the rear. That is the part that we need official CBI evidence for. You'll get it. I'm half asleep, Omar, but I just read the report and I have to tell you, you and your CBI friends, that's brilliant. It's a masterpiece. I also put my arms around you all. And I tell you, you're going to see the second part that you're talking about. But first, you're going to see your government next week. Then you're going to see me in Hawaii. God bless you all, okay? I'll see you in the morning. Keep sending. We just got from Omar on the television, Frank. Wake up. What? Z. He's talking again. What? It's actually Hazimi. Yeah, Z, what up? He says deleting the zeros and replacing the Iraqi dinar is a tool to reconfine the monetary mass within official channels. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, every day they come up with another wonderful way to say you're about to get, what you're waiting for. All right, tell Z I said hi. Frank, on the television, the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister's advisor, Mohammed Shalay. Yeah, what about Shalay? What's he saying? He says what you said yesterday. What I say yesterday? He told us to look at the digital dinar. Oh, what's he say? He says the digital dinar is a promising project to enhance the efficiency of the monetary policy. Again, they found another way to say it. Okay. That's good. Tell him I said hi. Omar asked his CBI guy this question, and he said, yeah, but here's where your thinking gets interesting, Mr. Frank. If Iraq ultimately wanted to change the dinar exchange value, they could structure the reforms in stages. The first stage would be redenominate, remove the zeros, and introduce the new currency. That's what they're doing, guys. And the second stage would be you guys establishing just a new exchange rate regime, potentially allowing the new dinar to have a different value against the dollar. That's my job. I'll use it, I'll buy with it, I'll sell with it, I'll trade with it. Yeah, I'll give it value. We'll take it to the 322 and maybe beyond. So,
For example, hypothetically, if they went from the 1,000 old dinar note, well, one new IQD, and then subsequently, if they establish a stronger exchange rate by lifting the three zeros for the new dinar, well, that second action would be the actual appreciation revaluation. Yes, plus when we get it in our hands. But there's no economic rule saying that the first thing that we said, there's no economic rule saying that the first must happen before the second. A country can change its exchange rate without redenominating its currency. But you're doing both. You're doing both. You're doing both, praise God. It's called synchronized swimming. And this is particularly important with what's happening right now. You see, the latest reporting says that the communication minister must stop at claim that the decision to remove the zeros has been made. And that new notes will be printed. So we got both of them, Frank. But the Central Bank of Iraq has not publicly announced the time. We don't know when. That's your only problem? Yeah, that's our problem, Frank. Nice problem to have. 3%. Also, earlier this year, Iraq's decision specifically described removing the zeros as a technical currency reform. Remember that? Back, they said it was separate from changing the exchange rate. And these are the two phases we're talking about, Frank. They talked about that, in fact, back in 2025, the central bank related reports explicitly saying that the zero removal plan was not intended to change the exchange rate. Okay, so I would phrase your idea this way. Make sure you tell your KTFA deleting the zero could be the first operational step, in a larger monetary reform, But deleting the zeros itself doesn't create the revaluation. We will. Iraq would have to separately change the exchange rate or otherwise increase the dinar's external value. Give it to me. Give it to me. Look, you've done your part. You've done all this. Stop talking to me. Stop repeating. Stop boring me. Stop it. Just give it to me. Give it to us. Give it to the world. Make it worth our while. Lift the damn three zeros. And then we will increase the dinar's value for you inside of your country back to 322, even to 425. Give it to us. And there's one more thing I think that you're getting at, Frank, that is worth exploring. If Iraq really is preparing to replace the currency now, the timing and the sequence of the redenomination could tell us a lot about whether a sequence of exchange rate changes is being completed or contemplated. It's already been done, gentlemen. That's where I'd want to look. We don't need to look anymore, gentlemen. That's why I'd like to look closely at what the CBI and the Iraqi government are saying about the new notes, the conversion ratio, and the exchange rate policy, rather than assuming the two actions automatically go together. They do. And you know that all of that is the heated conversation. Frank, my friends think that of the two different switches, well, look, switch one, delete the zeros. The 1,000 old dinar becomes a one new note, a new dinar note. But the switch two, it changes the external value. That's you guys. The new dinar is assigned a stronger exchange rate against the dollar. That's the float. We're not going to do anything with the dollar inside of your country. You're not going to be pegged to it anymore. You'll be paired to it. Those two things can happen together. Simultaneous swimming, synchronized swimming. Those two things can happen together or at a different time. There's no rule requiring Iraq to do one before the other. You don't need no stinking rule. But you do need the law to lift the 3 zeros. Frank, the law to lift the 3 zeros is the key. Give me the law to lift the 3 zeros. Frank, the law to lift the 3 zeros is the key. Give me the law to lift the 3 zeros. Frank, the law to lift the 3 zeros is the key. Show me that law. And you're right about one important thing, Frank. Iraq doesn't need to delete the zeros in order to make the dinar stronger. It could change its exchange rate while keeping the existing denominations if you give it to us at 1-to-1. But here's the part I'd be careful about, Frank. I wouldn't say, quote, Iraq is definitely going to delete the zeros and then revalue, because we don't have evidence of that yet. Fine. The very latest report from August the 16th says that the communication minister Mustafa stated that the decision to remove the zeros has been made and that the currency will be reprinted. However, the Central Bank of Iraq has not announced an implementation timetable. You think they're going to do that? That's the only thing that's bothering you, my CBI friends? And the CBI is the monetary authority responsible for the exchange rate policy. Fine. On the television, Frank, the Prime Minister's advisor, Mohammed Saleh, he told the state media that the sovereign digital currency does not introduce a new currency. Of course not, stupid, it's digital. But rather creates a digital version of the Iraqi dinar. That's what you want. That's what all of these steps right here are complaining about. That's how you're going to let it go outside of your walls. The digital version of the Iraqi dinar. The digital version of the Iraqi dinar. To enhance the monetary policy, you better darn right. To enhance, to speed up, to finish the monetary reform and liquidate management. However, it is not a substitute for economic and financial reforms. Will you stop it with all the negativity? Fine. Okay, however, it's not for that. Then what is it for? What is it for? Whatever. My mouth is so dry, I need to drink. Hold on. Give me a number, Tank.
3,067.
Almost 3,700. Thank you, all of you that are here with us, huh?
3,000.
Almost 37?
No, 3,000.
Oh, it's just 3,000. I thought you said 3,600. Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. Well, thank you for the 3,000 that are with us. God bless you all. I'll try to speed it up. I know I've been with you too long. But there's just so much, and it's so much. The television official statement. The meeting discussed the mechanism for settling the financial dues and the regulate the trade exchange in accordance with governance standards, transparency, and international compliance. The governor of the Central Bank of Iraq affirms the bank's commitments to developing and applying the best supervisory and banking practices and ensures the stability of the local financial system and expands the framework of the region and international coordination, thereby contributing to the supporting and stabilizing of the national economy. Frank, Omar says that the government is seeking a way out of the liquidity crisis through deleting the zeros. That's what we've been saying. By changing the currency. That's what we've been saying. Or issuing a new monetary block. That's what we've been saying. So, this is presenting three possible monetary options. Not saying Iraq has officially decided to delete the zeros, so we watch. What catches my attention to you, Frank, is The report is specifically connecting deleting the zeros, changing the currency with the government's attempt to deal with the liquidity issue. That's great. That is different from simply saying Iraq has an old plan to redenominate the dinar. In other words, there is a purpose, there is a reason, there's a legality. Give me the law to lift the three zeros, gentlemen. However, we have to balance today's report against a very important official statement from June. What is it? Iraqi government spokesman Hadar, he denied that the government had a plan to change the currency or to delete the three zeros. Remember? He was saying that the liquidity problem was temporary. But, Omar reports, a redenomination can be accompanied by a separate change in the exchange rates regime. That's the part that we need to watch because that's what we're doing. So, if Iraq were to actually implement a currency reform involving, let's say, replacing the existing notes, done. Removing three zeros, done. Establishing a new exchange rate framework, done. And changing the official value of the dinar, gonna do it. I'll give you the date when. Well, then that would be a much bigger monetary reform than merely removing the decimal places. He stated that the reason is particularly interesting because the government wants to deal with an estimated 8 trillion dinars in stolen missing funds. The idea is that when the currency is replaced, the people holding the large amounts of the dinar mattresses, the large amounts of undeclared cash, would have to bring them into the banking system to exchange it, potentially allowing authorities to identify questionable money. What? Potentially allowing the authorities to identify questionable money. When they come to the door, what are they going to say to them, family? When the Iraqi citizens come with their dinar mattress, what did I tell you yesterday? What are they going to tell them? Who's going to be at the door at all the banks? Where did you get those dinars? Now prove to me where you got them from. Because if not, they become colored money. Now, a cabinet minister is saying a decision exists to change the currency and to remove the zeros. A cabinet member? Yeah, well, that's good. And the central bank and finance ministers have apparently not yet issued the details officials about implementing this announcement. Iraqi economic observers are actually criticizing the government for allowing different officials to make the statements. Shut the frank up. They're criticizing Aziz's government officials for allowing the officials to make statements about such a major monetary issue without a coordinated announcement. I know. And that's why my friends at the CBI are pissed. I mean, we know all this. You got option A and B. We know it's going to be option B. But we got all this. They told us all this. But when? When is it? When's the announcement? And that's what they're mad about, family. Good morning, Omar. And they're also mad about the fact that the internet thinks that once they lift the three zeros, that everybody will be rich. No, not. You need. Do you guys remember that I keep saying it? Do you remember I talked to you about the law that is going to lift the three zeros? Has anybody seen that law? Answer me. Tink. Look for me and tell me what they say. Have any of you seen the law that I told you about last week? Omar says to me, hey, Frank.
Yes, Claire said.
Okay, Claire, not you. Anybody else. Because Claire has not released it. I'll tell you when to release it, Claire. Has anybody seen it?
Nope.
I'm going to wait about 10 more seconds. Has anybody seen an article? Has anybody seen proof of what I told you? Every time I tell you something, it's from my heart. It's sincere. It's true. I got to give it to you in my opinion until the evidence is there. So, did anybody say yes?
No, just Claire.
Good morning, Omar. First of all, I am beyond grateful for you and your CBI colleagues for all that all of you that go out of your way and to create this composition of such fine detailed information on what they are doing right now with the lifting of the three zeros. This is a masterpiece. Please express my gratitude to your CBI friends and tell them, Omar, that I will read word for word of everything that you have sent me from last night. Tell them for me that their work was wonderful. I believe that this report, I will call the code book, is a good roadmap for many on the internet to understand. Yes, we are looking at the possibility of Iraq dinar gaining value, but the process is at the point in the road where it can go in many directions. Call it the fork in the road. It could fail, but whatever the case is, each direction leads to your currency being put in position to gain value. Notice, in position to gain value. Give it to us. I've read to you 3 different times, family, where they're waiting for their RI, for their 322. When we get it in our hands, I proved it to you 3 different times. Your CBI friends, Omar, they know that you're going to have lower notes. You're going to have a different rate when they when they remove the zeros. But they also know that they need what I call financial friction. In other words, the international community must have a desire, a hunger for your currency. The supply and demand will determine the success of the value of your purchasing power, but at least you can start with 76 cents once you lift the 3 zeros versus 1 penny. That is quite a difference. Right now, one of your dinars is equal to about 1 penny or less than a penny. But soon, one of your dinars may be worth at least 76 cents inside of your country. That is a major accomplishment in your monetary reform. But the next phase, that's me. The next phase would be for the world to trust your currency. Then the zeros would move even faster, and you would reach 76. It could go to $1. It could go to what it used to be, 322. In my opinion, it should go up to at least 425 when it's all said and done. Now, those numbers are for external, but inside your country, you will at least be 1-to-1. And in my opinion, you may end up at 131 for every dinar very soon. Then, you can even look at a higher number later as the international community buys, sells, and trades with the Iraqi dinar because they trust it. That's the financial friction that I am talking about. I like the fact that Parliament, Cabinet, and everybody is talking about the lifting of the 3 zeros and monetary reform, and I also like how the pace has quickened. On the television, Frank, they say that Iraqi government has not decided to remove the 3 zeros. To remove the zeros from the currency. They're saying that they're saying that it would require legislation from Parliament. You know what to tell Parliament, Omar. Hey, Frank, 1 minute they say we're not doing it, the next minute they say we are doing it. Yeah, I know. Pretty cool. And he sends me some pictures. Gentlemen, this is the phase where there will be so much ridiculous negativity. It's almost childish for anyone to deny that the lifting of the 3 zeros, because in my opinion, it has basically already happened, and the delivery of your lower notes is a valuable in the delivery of your lower notes is in a valuable position right now, and that's dangerous because those lower notes can be easily exposed. That's why they have to move so quickly, as quickly as possible, to sit their government and to show the new exchange rate with the lower notes. So any negativity, any lies, I just don't have an interest in them. They never come to fruition, never. Frank, our CBI friends want this for you. Read carefully from Omar's friends. There are actually 2 separate moves. The CBI, Iraq could theoretically make, number 1, the redenomination. I know, you've already showed me. We want to point something out. What? Number 1, it could be a redenomination. We already showed you all of this, family. Number 2, it could be a revaluation. After or alongside that, Iraq could establish could establish a sustainably strong exchange rate. For example, substantially strong exchange rate. For example, if after the redenomination they subsequently establish one new dinar to $1, well, that's the revaluation part. Deleting the zeros did not create the $1 value. The exchange rate decision did. I know. I know. So, your instincts, Frank, is right. It is right on the mechanism part. If three zeros are removed from the currency unit, the numerical exchange rate has to be adjusted. Bingo. That's what I call synchronized swimming. The numerical exchange rate has to be adjusted correspondingly to preserve the same real value. And that's why you say you're not going to have any purchasing power. No, you will. It doesn't automatically mean that the dinar has gained purchasing power. No, okay, not automatically, but it puts in a position to give it to me to raise it for you. Brilliant. Excellently described. Once again, Omar, please express my gratitude to your friends at the CBI. They're not only helping my KTFA family, but they're helping the internet, the whole world, to understand the process of your monetary reform, because we have over 80,000 members worldwide. And it's very obvious that we have landed on the surface of the moon, and we're about to walk on it. Yeah, Frank, the way that they are doing it, it will require the two steps, and that's what we're trying to break it down. Thank you for that picture, by the way, that you sent me. I wish there was a video with it. It reminds me of a windshield wiper. 1 minute they say yeah, 1 minute they say no. From right to the consequence, when they say but the beautiful part, Omar, is that all of it is talking about the currency and the lower notes. They could just revalue first, but it looks like a redenomination first with all those notes out and the corruption along with this or soon after the revaluation. Yeah, I agree. It is a two-step process, and these are the last two steps. Isn't that wonderful? This is the 3%, and these are the last two steps. This the 3%. They could pop the rate up on us when they drop the zeros too. They're just not telling us. Yeah, gentlemen, the CBI. Yes, CBI, gentlemen, a redenomination first that introduces the lower notes, and God willing, in synchronization with the introduction of your new rate. Then the international world will get your new rate and drive it even higher, but you will still be at least 1-to-1 in your country, whereas outside of your country, your friends, your relatives that have 3-0 notes are going to profit greatly if they convert into American dollars. They have a lot of their family in Michigan. Family. A lot of Omar's family is in Michigan, and they're going to convert the 3-0 notes that they had when they left. Hey, sweetie, you can. I was just going to tell you, why don't you have a seat? Yeah. And just look on your camera, and if it throws it off, let me know, okay? So yeah, the inside Omar is not going to be rich, but Omar is going to be able to buy things because he's going to be able to have the money, the liquidity. Outside, his family will be rich because they took the 3-0 notes with them when they left Iraq. We just wish it would be a revaluation instead of a redenomination. It's both, gentlemen. But I guess they're doing that because there's so many notes and so much corruption, and they have been stolen. They got to do that. They got to try to prevent those notes to come back into the system, and then they can give the new value as our guest. So you earlier, excuse me. So your earlier instinct, Mr. Frank, was partly right. The zero can disappear from the quoted exchange rate as a mathematical consequences of the redenomination, but the zeros disappearing from the rate, it doesn't itself create wealth or purchasing power gain. Not right away. And that's why it's important to separate deleting the zeros, the redenomination, from adding value to the dinar, the revaluation. That's you, that's me. We're going to do this together, gentlemen. The television is saying that the Iraqi presidency, including Z, Halabusi, Zidane, they all met at the Baghdad palace. The four state officials committee to completing the cabinet formation as soon as possible. Step on it. Accelerating economic diversification. Step on it. Maintaining rigid state weapon control. Get them all. And pursuing anti-graft campaigns while using Parliament to expedite passing priority bills. Did they get the law? The law that is the key to all of this, Frank? Yeah, did they get the law? Keep reading. Okay. Getting that government is actually the number one priority right now, because then it will allow the combination of the synchronization of the lifting of the three zeros and the adding of the value to your currency to occur, and the releasing of the lower notes, and then introducing the revaluation or the reinstatement of 322. The 322 will not necessarily be for you inside your country right away, but it will be the blessing for your family outside. And when they are returned to Iraq, they will return wealthy. You see, listen, family, you see, they took the dinars when they left, when they ran from Saddam. But you see, they can come into Iraq with dollars. They just can't leave Iraq with dollars. These reports from your CBI colleagues have been extremely instrumental and understanding what's going on. So we're looking next week for your government, and then we're looking for the combination that we've been talking about. This is all very, very, very good. Hey, you think that it'll float on Forex up to 322? That's what I'm trying to tell you, gentlemen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Lift the damn value, give it to us, and we'll take it to your 322, and we'll go past it. Exactly, Omar. From your $1 purchasing power inside of your country, all the way to 322 or even 425, in my opinion, outside of your country. Omar, the central bank, Omar and the central bank colleagues that are listening to me, look at this article. And towards the bottom, it talks about what you told me last week. There it is. There is a law to lift the three zeros. Release it, Claire. Release it, Claire. There is a law to lift the three zeros. Dear God. It's in print now. Dear God. The law that we talked about. Number 8, family. Number 8, premium. I'm going to take you to the point. I think it was right after snippet. It's difficult for me to see at this angle, so bear with me. You know what? No, I'm going to read the whole thing. Tink, go ahead and back it up. I'm going to start having serious pain if I don't straighten my spinal cord. So we are now at the point where I'm going to prove to you there is a law for the lifting of the three zeros. That is the key. We brought you this information last week, and today I prove it to you. Let us read. I know you belong to KTFA, and if you're not, if you don't, thank you. So go to post number Number 7. Go to post number 7, KTFA Premium, and here's Claire. Go ahead and put it up. Did she put it in?
I've seen her say anything yet.
All right. I'm waiting for Claire to see if she can put it in for you to read it. But here we go. Removing the zeros from the Iraqi dinar. Monetary reform or cosmic makeover. Which is it? The talk has resurfaced about the project to remove the zeros from the Iraqi dinar after years of it remaining under study amid a liquidity crisis facing the government and pressure on financing expenditures and salaries in the light of a broader discussion about looted funds and the size of the cash circulating outside of the banking system. Now, on Saturday, the Iraqi communication minister Mustafa Nasadid sparked widespread controversy after revealing that a government decision to remove the zeros or to change the currency, linking the move to a problem of looted funds from the state, which he estimates at about 8 trillion in an attempt to make these funds useless when moving to a new currency. Security and stability against the cockroaches. But the issue resurfaced strongly this August with parliamentary talk of including the quote zero remove law unquote within a package of economic measures, and then you see why we're passing these laws, and then proposing other options including changing the currency or issuing new denominations. Isn't this wonderful? For his part, Sadine, a member of the Iraqi Bank Association, says that the main function of removing the zeros is to reduce the number of digits and facilitate calculations. So instead of the budget being approved with figures amounting to walking stick, we thank you. So, instead of the budget being approved with figures amounting to trillions of dinars, it becomes billions. And salary of 1 million dinars, for example, becomes 100,000 of the new units if the removal is limited to 10 in the example, or 1,000 when 3 zeros are removed. So all of this is teeter-totting on something that they are calling, right there where my finger is, the zero removal law. So now that I have proven it to you, you understand this law, don't you? Isn't that great? So, Omar, the internet is running wild on some pictures that have been released. I'm not going to say who's doing this, but check this out for me, would you? I don't recognize them. What do you think they are? And then okay. And then he tells me, thank you. He said, yeah, what you're looking at right there. Okay. What you're looking at right there, yeah, the image that you're seeing is showing a 1, a 5, a 10, a 25, and a 50 note, which would be the kind of lower denominations that we are expecting in the redenomination / deletion of the zero scenario. Yeah, so what do you so these are samples, aren't they? Yeah, they're samples. They're actually calling them specimens. They got them on these big boards. They're showing them to everyone. These specific notes shown in the picture are not currently confirmed new Iraqi currency. The Central Bank of Iraq official list of circulating notes currently include a 250, a 500, a 1,000, a 5,000, a 10,000, a 250,000, or excuse me, a 25,000, and a 50,000 dinar. Those are the ones that we have right now here at the bank, Frank. The CBI has not officially announced that the picture of yeah, I can't say that. So the CBI has not officially announced that the picture of designs are the new notes. Interestingly, though, Frank, Iraq has historically issued a 1, a 5, a 10, a 20 dinar denominations. So those numbers themselves, they're not unusual. Yeah, I know. They're using them as samples. They're using them as specimens, and they're trying to teach the Iraqi citizens. You see this stuff? Yeah. Does it even does it even look familiar to you? Yeah. Yeah, it does look familiar to us. Is this our new notes? No. How you feel about them, citizens? Wow. Man, yeah, this is cool. Is this what we're gonna get? Mm. Well, Mustafa said we're going to lift the value of the currency. You have got to introduce these to us. Yeah, I guess we do, don't we? Is this the way you're showing this to us? Well, it would be a logical thing to do, wouldn't it? Yeah, thank you. Since when did you care about us, citizens? Pretty much since Trump became president. So they're not specifically the confirmed notes, but they are the samples and specimens that they're using. And no, we only have the 255 and the 1,000. That's what we have right now. But the CBI here, maybe I can show you some of this, okay? Just some of it. I told you so you can take pictures, right? That sounded like a pterodactyl. Did you hear that? That sounded like a pterodactyl. Like Johnny Quest. Remember when the pterodactyl went by? Oh, and I can't show you that part right there. So yeah, that's as far as I can take you. So the CBI has not officially announced that the picture of designs are the new notes. But interestingly enough, Frank, Iraq has historically issued these 1, 5, 10. Oh, I can show you that part. Up to. Yeah. I said they're using these as samples. Unfortunately, because I thought that they were the new ones. No, they're not. Thank you for confirming it. I Team and Walking Stick also, Aki, they also say, no, those aren't the new ones. But those are the ones that we're using with the citizens of Iraq right now. Well, Mr. Frank, my friends at the bank say so that the 1, the 5, the 10, the 25, and the 50 note in that picture actually fit the. They're samples, right? They're specimens, right? In our opinion, everything is in my opinion. Frank, So the 1, the 5, the 10, the 25, and the 50 note in that picture actually fit the denomination structure. This is the denomination structure that you're expected from simply removing the 3 zeros from the existing of the 1,000 or the 50,000 notes. However, that does not by itself mean that Iraq has added purchasing power just yet, or that we have revalued the dinar. Will you stop it? I know the family knows it's a dual thing now, okay? And I believe it'll be in synchronization. I don't think you see one and the other. A pure redenomination would change the units while keeping the underlying value equivalent. Okay, all right, okay. You don't have to bend my arm on that one. All right. Continuing. Thank you all. I'm serious. I want to thank all of you. Thank all of you. Again, I'm going to do this report and I'm going to give word for word that what you have given me so that the world, the internet understands because you guys, because you guys are at the CBI. I appreciate you. I so appreciate you. Frank, um, here's more. Oh man, I'm tired. What do you got? It's long. Go on, hurry up. Removing the zeros from the dinar requires a law, and that law is not decided by the central bank alone. I know. That's why I told our family last week about the law to delete the 3 zeros. That's why I showed you the article that is showing the law to delete the 3 zeros. So what are you trying to tell me? Removing the zeros from the dinar requires a law, and it is not decided by the central bank of Iraq alone. We decided to check on this. It is the key. The I checked, and the underlying issue, and this is consistent with previous statements from the Iraqi bank. You see, back in 2022, back then, the CBI governor Mustafa Makhif, Makhef, he explicitly said that deleting the zeros requires legislation and that the CBI had already pre-drafted a law and submitted it to the government. Back in 22, the law to lift the 3 zeros was established? Yes, for the love of God. Unbelievable. So we've got the law. Oh, yeah. When is Trump going to give the green light? Continuing. Now, the central bank cannot simply wake up and remove the zeros by itself. So we would like to show you this breakdown and help you out, Frank. You go on. This is where you can take pictures. First, allow me to read it. Well, we'll see. I checked the underlying issue, and this is this is consistent with previous statements from the CBI back in 22. Yeah, the Mustafa said that explicitly, we're deleting the 3 zeros, and it requires legislation, and we did it. It's already been pre-drafted. The law, it was submitted to our government. We have it. The central bank cannot simply wake up and remove the zeros by itself. There has to be a legal framework approved by the appropriate government legislation. And we told you about this all last week. And now you read about it today. These are the reasons why you praise God, okay? So you can't lift the 3 zeros? Not without the law. You got to pass it? Oh, hell no, we did it back in 22. You doing it? It's up to T, man. All right. What else you want to tell me? Well, that was the first point. We want to make a second point to you. Go ahead. What? Those 1, 5, 10, 20, 25, and 50 notes that you showed me earlier, Frank, that would make sense if a new denomination project were legally authorized. You playing with me? No. Are you trying to tell me something? I told you I know those aren't the ones. I told you those are not the right colors. Well, they are the right. They are the right colors, aren't they? But they're they're not bright like that. Those colors are they? They're a faded color. So those aren't the real ones. Was that picture enhanced? What are you trying to tell? What's the second point? Wait a minute. What are you trying to tell me? Are you doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I made it too long, you want me to stop?
I'm fine. You're in the sun again.
What, honey?
You're in the sun again.
The sun just keeps traveling. It's okay. What? Frank, those 1, 5, 10, 25, and 50 notes that you showed me earlier, well, that would make sense if a new denomination project were legally authorized. Well, it is legally authorized. Are those wait a minute. For example, Frank, a 25K note, well, it becomes a 25 note under the 3-0 redenomination. Yeah, I know that. But, what? Let us give you the third thing that we're trying to tell you. This is important, Frank, okay? We spent the whole day preparing this for you. Yeah, I know. Go on. All right, number 3. But deleting zeros is not automatically a revaluation. I think you've made your point. This is the part that I want to emphasize for you to really make sure that your listening audience, that the internet understands. We at the CBI. This is the part that I want to emphasize because it's easy for the social media posts to blur the two. Look at that. They're worried about the media. They're worried about the gurus. They're worried about the gurus. Therefore, say this.
Thought somebody was retarded.
Well, they can see in back of us. So, oh, it's on the other side of the tree. Okay. This is what we want you to read. If the exchange rate were, let's say hypothetically, 1310 old dinars, it will equal $1, and Iraq will have to remove the 3 zeros. Got it? Yeah, I know that. So the 1310, the old dinars, becomes 1.31 new dinars. So it's actually $1.31 is our rate. Yeah, I kind of already figured that out. So the purchasing power hasn't magically increased. It is the units have simply been changed. All right. For you, yes. What about for me? It's a different story, Frank. All righty. To which I said, look, let's hurry up. The fact that you are a digital dinar now is playing an important part. Also, gentlemen, and by the way, my teams want you to know that those pictures that they are releasing are simply being used as specimen or samples of your lower notes to come. But they are not. We're going to say on our show today, no, those are not the real lower notes. They shouldn't be that colorful. They shouldn't be that bright. They're a little faded. But we'll see what they say. Oh, Omar and your CBI colleagues, I'm so grateful. I'm running out of time. I want to thank you because because we are about to tell the truth of the monetary reform process, and all of the credit goes to you guys. God bless you. All aloha, my friends. In fact, P.S. Omar, your CBI friends that have been helping me, all of the CBI friends that have been helping me, their friends, their families, tell them I will pay for their trip to Hawaii. I will bring them all when you come. Please tell them this for me. So, if they can make this go, I'll bring them to Hawaii. So, if they can make this go faster, tell them to please do so, okay? Laughing out loud. Omar says, you're welcome, Frank. And by the way, the lead guy at the CBI, his name is Ali. Oh, really? Okay. To which I say, Ali and your friends and your family are my friends and my family too. Ali, Frank Z to the oil minister. He just told him on TV right now, Channel 1. I don't want excuses. I want results within a week. Oh, he told us. He told us. Yeah, that's right. Family, we're done. Let's finish with this. You got 1 week. I've been with you too long. I have a long report from Vietnam. Oh, it's so good too. Everybody knows. And basically, Vietnam is telling us, when it's our turn, we'll talk to you. But if you want help with the Iraqi dinar, we can help you. Yeah, I know. Claire, Tink, admins, anybody, help me. What am I missing?
Claire.
What?
20 Claire.
Yes, ask Claire. Claire, am I missing anything, please? We have massive trees that have fallen. You can see this on the news. You can Google trees fallen in Waikiki. There were two gigantic trees, bigger than this tree, gigantic trees, and they came tumbling down right across the street, crushed a couple of cars. They didn't kill nobody, thank God. But look at this one coming down.
Claire said you already covered it.
I already covered it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, there's a member on our forum by the name of Jeff Perry. And Jeff Perry, you had to go to sleep, so tomorrow morning when you wake up, hopefully you'll get to see this. You say hello. Your teams, you guys are in Germany. You guys are in Germany. Wow. You're a retired veteran, U.S. Army. Hoorah. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you for being with us. We have a report on the burn bases, right? I don't know if I should talk about that. A lot of currency, a lot of documents are being burnt. Military, you know about those burn bases, those burn holes. That's what gives us cancer, huh? Who sent this? So this is from Iraq then, okay. The Central Bank of Iraq has confirmed that the plan to remove the three zeros from the Iraqi dinar remains an active project, that it is in the planning stages with nothing confirmed yet. But the governor in October of 25 stated that the redenomination is ongoing and it will proceed with the economic climate support stability, aiming to simplify financial transactions and to reduce the burden of cash accumulation. While the government is considering the removal of the three zeros as part of the broader monetary reform to manage budget, and it goes on and on and on. This is good. Hmm. This is from Channel 8 then, huh? This must have come off the internet. Channel 8 out of Kurdistan has learned that decades of political conflict, sanctions, and market resistance have left Iraq unable to bridge the gap between its official 1320 IQD peg and the parallel market rate exceeding 1530 IQD. cementing a historical decline from its $4 peg. Oh, I read this yesterday. So then this, I don't know. I don't know if this belongs to somebody, but they're saying, why has the Iraqi dinar failed to reclaim its 337 golden era from 68 to 79? Well, that was that full report that we released yesterday. Yeah, you remember, with all of the different years, somebody made an article about it. Iraq dinar will rise once Erbil and Baghdad finalize the Asqara agreement. Yeah, yeah, that's old news. Yeah, we know that. Um, okay. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff here, family, that I can read to you, but I'm done. I've been with you. How long we been with them, family? Or Jan?
146 minutes.
How much?
146. So 2 hours.
That's about 2.5 again. I'm sorry that it's so long, but I pray to God that it was, good information for you. We got about 3,000 people on right now. I appreciate all of you. God bless you. Look, if you need to order dinars, you're really panicking. I don't want you to panic, okay? Let me try to say it one more time. I say it constantly. If you need to purchase dinars, I am a registered agent with a licensed broker. He's got the license, not me, with the U.S. Treasury. Registered agent with a licensed broker with the U.S. Treasury. If you want to purchase currency, the dinar, the dong, the Venezuela soberano, and the Indonesia rupiah, those are the four that we sell, you send me a text. Send me a text. A lot of you are putting your orders on our form, on our order page, but because there's so many of you are not getting your emails. And we have found that the best way, send me a text. So send me a text and answer 5 questions. Number 1, your phone number. Number 2, your full name. Number 3, the address where you want the product delivered. Number 4, the email where I'm going to send you your instructions the next day on how you pay for the order. And finally, number 5, the amount you wish to order. There are 4 brackets. You can order 1 million, as well. My broker has put limits now. Whales and sharks are being disappointed by us. Sorry. But in order to take care of everybody, especially at KTFA, we are putting a limit on it. I'm not going to tell you what the limit is, because it is in the whale and shark category. But don't forget, you want an order? Send me the answer to 5 questions, your phone number, your full name, the address where you want the product delivered, the email where I'm going to send you the instructions on how you pay for the order, and finally, the amount. You can order 1 million and above. You can order 500,000. You can order 250,000. Or you can order the minimum, which is 100,000 dinars. There is a $35 delivery charge that we add to your grand total. So just send me a text. And then the next day, because I'm in Hawaii, the next day when you wake up, you're going to see my email from you. And it's going to say, hi, here's your email. Now, if you send the money postmarked in the first 48 hours, your order is guaranteed. Even if it goes up while you're waiting for it to come to you, it's guaranteed it'll come to you. But if you send the money in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, whenever you feel like it, we have the prerogative to send you back your money if the value goes up while you're waiting for it. Our dinars are pristine. Haven't been touched by very many human hands. They're the ones you want, in my opinion. Other brokers that sell dinars, I'm sure they have good dinars too. I'm sure they sell a good product, or they wouldn't be in business, would they? I'm just very proud of my broker. 18 years, Not a single one has been lacked. Not a single person. Oh, sometimes hey, I was supposed to get 1 million. I only got, was it 3/4 of 1 million? Oh, no questions, no problem. And we send you what you need. Hey, man, the dog ate my, somebody stole my mail. You see, we have insurance. Well, is there anything that we need to cover there, Tink, on your behalf?
No, I don't see anything.
No, we're still at 3.
Uh,
It's dropped now, huh?
26.
So definitely we can say goodbye. I thank you kindly for being with me. It's quite a study, wasn't it? I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's our
Longer day.
tomorrow's our longer day. We'll sing and horse around for a bit, and then we'll get serious. God bless you. Thank you kindly for being with me. You want to see some stuff? You want me to walk around with you here and show you some aloha? It's up to you. If not, we say goodbye.
They're just saying good night.
They're just saying good night? Okay, then so be it. God bless you all. I was going to go swing on those
Oh,
vines.
now they're saying that.
That's the Tarzan swing. It's okay. We've been with them more than enough. It's almost 5 here, our time, which is 11 o'clock back home. I love you. God bless you. May you be happy and successful in all the things that you do. I'll see you tomorrow. Sweet aloha. Bye-bye.